Hey guys, Valentine's Day is all about sweetness, and today I'm going to share 3 super easy, totally adorable Valentine's treats that are perfect for surprising your kids and their classes. First up, we have these love bugs, and these are totally my favorite because they are so cute and I know my kids are gonna go crazy for them. So I'm gonna start with some red candy melts, and to them I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut oil and then melt them in the microwave, 30 seconds at a time, stirring in between each interval. And this usually takes about 1.5 minutes. Now that my red candy melts are melted, I'm gonna take some double stuffed sandwich cookies and dip them about 2/3 of the way. I'll let the excess just drip off a little bit. Put it down on some parchment paper. And then I'm pretty quickly gonna take some heart candies and just stick them on there for a nice little love bug decoration. And then I'm just gonna continue doing this. It is very satisfying, something I'm sure my kids would like to do, but I'm gonna have all the fun today. Just make sure you guys really drip this off so you don't have any like love bug tags on there. Now these need to harden for about 20 minutes before we can go back in and do their heads. My ladybugs are hardened. I got a little bit impatient and stuck them into the fridge, so it only took about 8 minutes, and now I'm ready to do the heads. I have some dark chocolate wafers that I melted just like the red stuff, and now I'm gonna dip them in. I want it to go right up to the red, maybe even overlap a tiny bit. Drip it off, put it down, and then you need to add the eyes right away. And I'm gonna do them kind of close to the top, like this. All right, the next part is probably the trickiest because I need to transfer the chocolate into a piping bag so we can create the horizontal lines and a couple of those cute ladybug dots. So I'm gonna open this bag and hold it pretty tight. And I'm just gonna pour it in because I'm lazy and don't wanna use a spoon. Another satisfying moment of these ladybugs. Okay, I'm gonna close the top, and then I just need to flip it up and cut the tip off, not too big. And then I can pipe my line right down the center. All right, this does not take much effort to squeeze. And then go back in. I like to do 3 to 4 dots just to get the full effect. All right, final touches, and then these guys just need to harden up. The ladybugs are totally dry and hardened. I wanted to show you how adorable these look. My kids are gonna go insane when they see them, and they'll be so excited to give them to all their friends as class treats. I also created these bumblebees in a really similar fashion. I just used yellow candy melts instead of the red, and I think these came out equally as cute. Next, we have stained glass hearts, and these are so pretty and require very little skill except for hammering, and I'm pretty sure you can enlist your kids to help you with that. So I'm gonna start with some Jolly Ranchers. I've got them in different colors, and I need to break them apart. I'm gonna place a couple of Jolly Ranchers down on a towel and my cutting board, and then just smash them. Oh, so satisfying. All right guys, now that the hard work is done and my muscles are a little sore, it's time to move on to the actual cookies. You can use my recipe for sugar cookies, and I will leave the link to that below. But today, for simple purposes, I'm going to use these sugar cookies that are pre-made. You can get them at the store. They just look like this. First, you need to flour your surface. So I'm gonna put a little flour down on here, and then also on your rolling pin. This dough can get really sticky, and you guys, when you try this, you'll understand why I'm excessively flouring. I'm gonna grab maybe about 4 of the sugar cookies, put them onto my work surface. I'm gonna work them together and then roll them out till they're about 1/4 inch thick. Once it's all rolled out, you're gonna grab 2 cookie cutters, 2 heart cookie cutters, one that fits inside the other one. Mine have these ridges. I'm gonna use the straight side today. Just gonna push cookie cutter down and keep your first bigger cookie cutter on the cookie tray, and then put your little one in. And then once that's in there, you're gonna dig out the center heart. Go and remove the stuff on the outside. You can leave it just as it is, but most heart-shaped cookie cutters look good like this, but when they bake the cookies, they kind of expand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and push mine down a little bit to give it a little bit more of a dramatic heart shape. And then take some Jolly Ranchers and fill it about 1/2 to 2/3 full. You don't really want the Jolly Ranchers to touch the edges or it'll bleed over. So as much as we like a full heart, you know. Then they go into a 325-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. You may want to start checking them around the 8-minute mark to make sure they don't burn. Another thing to note that I was just thinking of is these little guys. You can actually just bake these separately because you can always use some of your embellishments from your other things to make them extra cute. So here are the stained glass hearts out of the oven. Very pretty, you guys, and the light hits them so nicely. You'll notice that the blue ones turn green and the green ones turn yellow, so just know that when you decide which flavors you want to use. Finally, we have Pretzel Hearts, and I love these because you can package them up in a super cute way for class treats, and they're also really easy to make, and your kids can eat more than one. So you're gonna start with some mini pretzel twists. Look for ones that are a little bit more vertical than kind of spread out. I'm gonna use the same melted dark chocolate that I had from my others. And what I'm doing is just going back and forth in kind of a V. You don't wanna make an actual heart. I'm not a professional candy maker, you guys. Get some good coverage. And then I've got these really cute kind of red heart candies. I'm gonna put those on top. And then I'd like to do some that have a variation in decoration. For this one, I'm just gonna do straight up sprinkles because what kid doesn't love sprinkles? The pretzel hearts are all wrapped up. I did try doing them a few other ways and every single one of them came out super cute. We did a little bit of white chocolate on some of them, and then we did one with a bark just using some melted milk chocolate. All right, guys, well, that is it for our 3 amazing Valentine's Day treats. I cannot wait to see what my kids think of all these.
Whoa! These are so cute. Can I please have one? Mom, can I bring these into school?
Yes, how about for Valentine's Day?
Yeah!
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.